When you ignore a narcissist and give them dead silent, this is what happens. You might have been struggling to handle a narcissist in your life. It could be a parent, a sibling, or a close friend. You decided to stop indulging their every whim, no longer soothing the massive ego that always needed attention. But what happens when you go silent and give them the cold shoulder? Well, dear viewer, let us navigate through the twists and turns of such a situation together. Oh, and if you haven't already, you may find my free course, Narcissism 101. Early warning signs, escaping the trap, and rebuilding your life. Helpful. Please find the link in the description box below if you're interested. It's free. Now you might have picked up the grey rock strategy to deal with them, or you may have simply been avoiding any contact. Regardless of your approach, they soon find themselves in a world where they are no longer the center of attention. Imagine their shock and disbelief as they struggle to face this new reality. Although every tale is unique, narcissists often share a few common traits, one of which is a desperate desire for admiration. Underneath their seemingly confident exterior, they crave the validation that comes from being adored by others. When someone expresses heartfelt appreciation, it can feel like that moment when the sun finally breaks through the clouds on a gloomy day. A world of difference. However, this new world where their needs are no longer catered to is not so sunny. Losing what they believe they truly deserve can cause great humiliation, resulting in a range of unpleasant reactions. They might lash out, perhaps even becoming abusive towards those they feel have wronged them. How will our narcissists cope with these feelings of abandonment? Initially, if you continue to ignore them, they may reduce or even cease their attempts to communicate with you. There may be several reasons for this. Our narcissistic character might be desperately trying to outshine others through hostility or dominance. They could be attempting to rekindle the connection you once shared, hoping to re-establish that glorious time when you catered to their every need. Or perhaps they might act carelessly on purpose, believing that if they force you to give up, it would be a sweet victory for them. They continue to chase that feeling of being admired, held up on a pedestal, all the while clinging to the fading memories of their days in the spotlight. In the end, the world of narcissism is undoubtedly an intriguing one, where self-importance often masks deep-rooted insecurities. One thing is for sure, narcissists can never let go of someone peacefully. After a breakup, they were convinced that they could win their former partner back. They tried to remind their partner about the past, pulling out old photographs and fondly remembering all the happy times they had shared together with their partner. They asked their partner, "Where did we go wrong?" But they never once considered how their own actions might have contributed to the breakup. They even tried grand gestures, like offering extravagant gifts or promising romantic vacations around the world. And if their ex-partner responded in any way, even if it was just to argue, it fed their ego and made them feel like they were winning. They might even try to wear down their ex-partner with constant harassment, stalking their every move online and offline. In their mind, it was all justified as revenge for being rejected. But the truth is, they were just unable to let go. Even though the relationship was over, they couldn't stop obsessing over their former partner. They might mentally rehearse romantic scenarios or try to acquire more of the substance that made them feel good, but they could never move on. If you find yourself dealing with someone like this, know that they are keeping you in their thoughts, but that doesn't mean you have to reciprocate. It's important to set boundaries and protect your own mental health. And if they can't respect that, it's time to cut ties and move on. Narcissists can be incredibly persistent when it comes to trying to win you back. They may attempt to gain access to you by approaching others who they believe can lead them to you. They might try to befriend people close to you or even pretend to be concerned about your well-being. In some cases, they may try to gain access without being detected, like hacking into your company's network. If they do make it into your life again, it can be unsettling. They may try to ruin your reputation by spreading false information or trying to manipulate your social circle. They'll do just about anything to gain control again, even if it means putting up walls between you and your friends. Confronting them can be dangerous, as they may feel threatened and lash out in response. It's important to remember that any interaction you have with them gives them a sense of control. They thrive on attention, and even negative attention is better than none at all. When it comes to narcissists, emotional pressure can be an incredibly effective way to regain control. Another tactic on their list is to use shame and guilt as weapons. They might say things like, "After everything I've done for you, how can you treat me like this?" Or "What will you do if you've wasted X number of years?" They might even claim that their illness or hardship is a direct result of your actions, making you feel responsible for their suffering. Narcissists will use any excuse to make you feel guilty, even if it means bringing the kids, the cat, or even your own mental health into the equation. They might even use threats of self-harm to get your attention or turn hostile, if all else fails. In some cases, they might even resort to violence or vandalism to intimidate you into complying with their demands. It's not uncommon for them to use threats and punishment to maintain control and force you to do their bidding. The worst, refusing to cooperate could have serious repercussions, not just for you but for those around you. They might reveal personal information about you or make life difficult for your loved ones if they don't get their way. It's important to be aware of these tactics and not give in to their demands out of fear. Stand your ground and seek help if necessary to break free from their toxic hold. When a narcissist feels ignored or rejected, they can resort to extreme measures to regain control and respect. They might try to make promises they can't keep or engage in bullying and manipulation tactics to get what they want. Even when confronted with the reality that their actions are harmful or destructive, a narcissist might still believe that their behavior is justified. They have a high tolerance for cruelty and may continue to lash out long after the initial hurt has passed. However, their need for control can ultimately lead to self-harm or destructive behavior towards others. Narcissists will stop at nothing to maintain their inflated sense of self and will attack anyone who threatens it, regardless of the consequences. The effects of a narcissist's actions can be devastating, not just for their targets, but for the larger communities they are a part of. It's important to recognize the signs of narcissism and take steps to protect ourselves and others from its harmful effects. While this is just a glimpse of what a narcissist might do to regain control, there are countless other examples out there. It's important to continue the conversation and raise awareness of this toxic behavior. So, if you have any thoughts or experiences to share, please feel free to leave a comment down below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and until next time, have a nice day.
So everyone, today we just talk about something that we've all experienced at one point or another, how to deal with the narcissist. It could be a family member or a friend, but in any case, these people always want the spotlight on them. But what happens when you give them the silent treatment? Well, let's explore again about that together. First of all, it's important to remember that narcissists thrive on attention. They crave admiration and validation, and they'll do just that, and they'll do just about anything to get it. So when someone suddenly stops giving them attention, they are thrown into a world of shock and disbelief. They are no longer the center of attention, and that can lead to some unpleasant reactions. And one common reaction is to lash out, potentially becoming abusive towards those who they feel have wronged them. In their mind, they deserve to be put on a pedestal, and when they aren't, it can cause great humiliation. This can lead to several different behaviors, including attempts to outshine others through hostility or dominance, trying to rekindle old connections, acting carelessly on purpose, or trying to wear down their ex-partner with constant harassment. It's important to set boundaries and protect your mental health. Narcissists are incredibly persistent, and they may try to get access through others or resort to bullying, manipulation, or shame and guilt tactics. They might even resort to violence, vandalism, or threats in order to regain control. But the worst thing you can do is to give in to their demands out of fear. Stand your ground and seek help if necessary, as the effects of their actions can be devastating, not just for the targets but for the larger communities they are a part of. In conclusion, narcissists can be incredibly toxic individuals, and it's important to recognize the signs of their behavior and take action to protect ourselves and others. Remember to set healthy boundaries, seek help, and never give in to their demands. And always remember, you are not alone. So if you find this video informative, please kindly share this video to your friends and family member. And if you enjoy my work, please don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bells to be notified on subsequent videos. Until next time, have a nice day, guys.